A portion of today's video is kindly sponsored by Factor. Well, hey friends, so glad you stopped by to hang out with me today as I continue to spruce up my home for the holidays. In part one, we set up the Christmas tree and did some cleaning tasks and other decorating tasks around here, and we are keeping that mojo going, and we're continuing to do some cleaning and decorating around the house. I'm probably gonna get out to the front porch and do some outdoor Christmas decorating. We've got some projects and things to button up around here, and I'm so glad that you're joining me. Drop this emoji in the comments if you love this time of the year like I do, and stay tuned because I have a fun giveaway happening a bit later on in this video. The clue on how to enter the giveaway is going to be during the sponsored portion, so you'll want to pay attention during that. And then later on, I'm going to give you the full instructions on how you can enter. All right, we just got home from our homeschool co-op morning. I did not clean a thing before we left, and so this kitchen is looking rough. My goodness, there's a mess in every corner of this kitchen right now. And it's not just from this morning, but we were also out late last night working on some things with our church, including a Veterans Day event, and we definitely failed to do our closing duties. So this has accumulated over the past 24 hours, and it would feel really good if I could just get it reset. This isn't a deep clean. I'm not scrubbing every square inch, but I am taking things back to where they belong in the pantry and in the cabinets of our kitchen, throwing random bits of garbage away, sweeping off the countertops, which always thrills our puppy because he gets to eat up little morsels that fall down there before the robot vacuum comes through. I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee and really set myself up for success. Honestly, when things get out of hand, it's usually because I'm not taking care of daily tasks. And so it's my goal this holiday season to not let the extra work that I have to do get in the way of the important work of daily habits. We'll deal with you later, but first, coffee. And also it's my goal to cut myself and my family a little slack because it's the holiday season. It's the holiday season. And it gets a little bit stressful when we're trying to strive for perfection. Around here on my channel, we have a phrase, progress over perfection. So if there's something around your house that you can do right now to make a little progress on your to-do list or to help yourself not feel nagged by some clutter or a mess, consider getting on up with me and we can work together. Talked about it so many times before. I love using timers to help motivate me and to get through tasks that I have to do. One of my favorite ways to use timers is to use built-in timers that are already happening in my life, like the 2 minutes that I'm waiting for the microwave to be done. It takes up to a couple of minutes for my robot vacuum to clean itself, refill its water, get itself going, and so I'm going to try to beat my vacuum to the kitchen by getting these dishes loaded up before it actually makes its way in here. My little map here on the app, I'm gonna set it to go into the kitchen, press start. I'm gonna try to beat it. Oh, I'm not gonna beat it. Gosh darn it. Watch out, Opie. Dodges obstacles with ease. It really does. Even if myself and the dog are the obstacles. I just swept off the countertops with my brush to get the crumbs onto the floor so the vacuum can take care of it. We will scrub the countertops after dinner tonight because I don't want to do it twice in one day. While that finishes its task, I'm gonna head out to the front porch because we just got a delivery. Our Factor box is here. Everybody cheer! In typical holiday fashion, life has gotten quite busy lately, and I've never been more thankful for our Factor meals that get delivered straight to our door each week. It arrives in an insulated box with like cold packs and stuff on it, so before I take everything out, I do want to clean out the fridge. And while I do that, thanks so much to Factor for sponsoring the next couple of minutes of this video. And thanks to you guys for sticking around while my children scream in the background, because you know what? I don't really have a choice. This is my life. Welcome to it. You know I love to talk about America's #1 ready-to-heat meal kits from Factor. They offer a wide variety of delicious and nutritious meals that are delivered straight to your door. They're fresh, never frozen, chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready in as little as 2 minutes. Weston and I enjoy picking out our meals on the Factor website or mobile app. They offer protein-packed, keto, calorie-smart, chef's choice, and even vegan and veggie options. I'm noticing that they have updated their packaging. That's pretty cool. It makes it even easier to pick the meal that you want. We have Santa Fe style green chili beef skillet, and then our poultry meal, Parmesan and sun-dried tomato chicken penne, which is one of my favorites, along with the, woo! All good. We also have the chicken pot pie pasta, which is one of my absolute favorites. And if you're gonna try Factor, add this one to your first box. You will fall in love. It's perfect for this time of the year. In fact, this is what I'm eating for lunch. I still haven't eaten lunch today after getting home from co-op. We also have chicken Florentine. For a pork dish, we got the creamy pesto pork chop, which I know is one of Weston's favorites. He loves taking Factor to work for his lunches. It has simplified our meal planning and our life so much. And if you'd like to check out Factor for yourself, then head to factor75.com or click the link below. Enter code 50NatalieB for 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50NatalieB at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. Thanks so much to Factor for being a huge supporter here on my channel. I think I've had a sponsorship with them every month, which means the absolute world to me. It helps me support free content here on this channel, and it really helps me help support our family. And thanks to them for the lunch today. I am starving. Oh, I was making coffee. The shots are pulled. Let's add some cream and sugar and eat our lunch, and then we're on to more festive things. It doesn't get much more festive than doing handmade Christmas gifts. We are going to pour some beeswax candles in a bit. I have the beeswax on the stove, heating up, slowly melting down so we can do that project. I'll show you that in a bit. First though, I'm going to work on this Christmas garland. If you saw last week's video, then you saw me put this up here. This is kind of temporary for now because I just wanted to see if I liked having a garland up there. I absolutely love it. I also want to put lights on these garlands. So here's my thought for the lights. I have this spool, it's kind of coming apart. These fairy lights, I used these somewhere. They may have been used outside last year. And I'm all about reusing stuff that you already have to make things look a little bit new or fresh or different from year to year. So they plug in through USB, and over here I have our cell phone battery packs, like these little external chargers. And I'm hoping, this is the first time I'm trying this, I'm hoping I can plug this into them. It works, yay! Okay, they power the lights. So now I just need to take these garlands down. It would be much easier to string the lights onto them if they're on the ground and not way over my head. Woo! Oops! Oh, I am so glad that didn't knock down my pot of beeswax pellets. Oh my gosh. The person who left me a comment a few years ago saying that using fairy lights was a juvenile decor choice, I hope that your holiday season is off to a great start and that you're feeling a bit better than you were a few years ago when you left me that comment. I honestly love fairy lights. I think they're easier to use and manipulate around garlands and trees and other things than your typical traditional string lights. They're not as heavy, so they don't weigh things down. And they really don't take very much battery power or electricity to keep lit. They add this really soft, twinkly sort of glow. So if that makes me juvenile, I actually don't really care. I take that intended insult as a compliment because honestly, I strive to be a child at heart. And I have a house full of children, so juvenile is actually kind of what I'm going for. These fairy lights very easily went onto these garlands, and I have to press pause on this project right now and have Weston's help getting them up onto the kitchen cabinets in a little bit. For now, the beeswax is hot, and I'm ready to make these homemade beeswax candles. So, I'm spilling coffee. I almost called this an unqualified DIY to kind of stick with the theme, but if I'm being honest, I'm actually quite qualified to do this. I have been making my own beeswax candles for 13 years or so, and I first learned how to make these because I worked at a Greek Orthodox convent. The nuns there made 100% pure beeswax candles and sold them to the community, and that's how they supported themselves. And I got to learn alongside them. In fact, the smell of this beeswax right now just takes me back to that time. That was during a short season that I worked there when Weston and I were engaged, and beeswax candles remind me of young love and getting excited about getting married and all of that. So I've been collecting jars. I'm always collecting little jars. I look for vintage ones at antique stores or thrift stores. Bonus points if they were already used as a candle jar, because then I know that they can take the heat. I also use little mason jars. We know these can take the heat. Sometimes jam jars work. I've also been making a collection of these jars. These really work well. These are those I think it's by Yoplait. I'm pretty sure they purposely made these to come off easily so that you can repurpose these cute little French style glass jars. And I have made so many candles in jars like these. So I will leave the full list of supplies that I use in the description box, along with some instructions, some troubleshooting tips. This is not an exhaustive or definitive tutorial on how to make these. I'm sure I'll miss things along the way. So I'll try to give as much information as I can in the description box. And while you're checking that out, we are gonna get started making some beeswax candles. And then once these are set, we can tie them up with a little ribbon and give them out to family and friends for the holidays. The liquid moves really quickly when it's this hot. So rest that lip against the lip of the glass so that you can steady it. There you go, good job.
That much?
Keep going. These candles still have to set fully, which they will do over the next 12 to 24 hours, but the wicks are in their correct position. So I can take these little chopsticks out of the way. Those are looking so good and will be a nice touch. I like just throwing in a beeswax candle in a bundle of something that I'm giving someone, or if it's a more casual occasion or just a quick hostess gift, 1 or 2 of these candles with a bow on it is a great thing to have on hand. So these are good for now. Wicks obviously need to be trimmed, but they're still setting up in there. So I'm gonna leave them alone. Look at how pretty. I think the little jam jar ones are my favorite, especially when the wax gets burned down lower and the light just shines through those little facets in the glass. I think that's so, so pretty. Okay, time to do a little bit of laundry. Hey guys, would you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Would you gather up all of the pillow covers and blankets that are kind of wintry, Christmassy, and put them in a pile, because I'm going to wash them. Okay, the kids helped me gather up some of our Christmassy holiday linens to get washed. So this bag, hi, hello. Gotta take a puppy break really quick. Hey, Opie, how are you? You're such a good boy. Yes, you are, and he's been so good with the Christmas tree. He's hardly even sniffed around it, let alone really messed with it. Okay, but I'm trying to show them my Christmas linens. Off he goes to cuddle with Liam. Okay, I love doing interchangeable pillow covers. That way I don't need a bunch of pillows in order to have them be a little bit different. I just switch out the covers, but these need to be laundered. I do have this pillow, which isn't a cover, and it actually doesn't need to be washed, just kind of freshened up a little bit. I have this tapestry pillow, which I think this one is going out on our porch swing when I decorate for the holidays out there. This woven blanket has these adorable nutcrackers on it. This was my grandma and grandpa's. So I'm gonna throw these into the wash right now, and when I put this into the dryer, then I will throw these things in with it so that it kind of absorbs the smell of the laundry soap that I'm gonna use, which I just got this Thrive Market order in, and literally the only thing I ordered this time, I stocked up on my Zum laundry soap in the winter pine scent. This is just amazing. It is the absolute best price at Thrive Market. I also picked up some of their hand soaps, which I've never tried before, but I love their laundry soap so much, I thought I'd give it a shot. Ooh, I also got a couple of the goat's milk bar soaps. I thought that this would be nice to put into gifts. Oh, this whole box smells amazing, and their scents are made with essential oils, so I'm not sensitive to them. I've been using this brand of laundry soap over a decade. I started using this brand, I think I was pregnant with the boys. So let's go take this to the laundry room. Have you seen that meme where if you hold a laundry basket on your hip, suddenly you're like Ma Ingalls? Well, you know, Opie fits right in with our family because he loves blankets almost as much as we do. I've got the blanket basket all nice and stocked up, but I am gonna grab, excuse me, this one out of there. No. This blanket and this pillow. I've been setting things over here on the buffet as I've been anticipating the hosting that we're gonna do here in a couple of weeks, or about a week when this video goes up. Got some table linens over here, which I'm so excited about these. This is vintage fabric. I think it's a tablecloth or something like that. And my loose, sort of unannounced theme for Thanksgiving this year is anything but a turkey. This theme is inspired by our front door mat, which I actually showed in my fall Clean and Decorate With Me video. I loved how non-traditional the pheasant, I believe it is, on that mat is. Instead of just having a turkey in every corner of my house for Thanksgiving, I'm kind of going with alternative poultry. I think this is handmade, just looking at the stitching on the edges there, that looks like it was done by a sewing machine. I also have some other things here. This red blanket that I pulled out, I think is gonna go on the porch swing. And then, like I showed you, that little pillow. I have some other pillow covers, although that's kind of giving me 2002 Old Navy pajama pants vibes. I don't know if I love that. We'll see when I get it all put together. That's what I'm gonna be working on tomorrow. Tonight, Weston's just about home, and we're going to finish this garland project. Hello, Weston.
Hi.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
Did you guys know the hood vent front came off completely? Very rarely take it down, but Weston pre-thought out a scenario like this, and I had forgotten about this plan that he made. Electrician extraordinaire that he is. He installed an outlet within our hood vent, and then we have little ports that we can come out of on either side that are hidden up there, so that we can have something like this to plug in permanently strings of lights. So now we can put these garlands up at the top of our cabinets. I've got some hooks to kind of keep them secure up there, and we can actually plug the lights in and not have to switch out battery packs. It pays to have a friend in the business. This garland went up so beautifully. I'm so happy with the effect that the lights bring the branches. It adds such a beautiful sparkle to our kitchen. The bad news is that the beam that we had ordered to cover this stud is further delayed. I was talking about it in the last video. This is literally the end of our kitchen remodel project from 3 years ago. And we wanted to get it buttoned up before we're hosting 30 plus people in our house for Thanksgiving. It still might come together if it gets here ASAP, but it won't be done by the end of this video. So for now, I had an extra one of these garlands and lights just kind of tacked up because it's covering the back of the fridge, the fridge cabinet. So worst case scenario, the beam doesn't get here in time. We will just have this lovely garland going down it. Best case scenario, the beam does get here in time and we are able to finish that project. Speaking of project, I just sat down to film my What I Got My Kids for Christmas video. I do this one every year to give you some budget-friendly ideas and some gift inspiration for some kiddos in your life. That video is coming out after this one, so stay tuned. I was actually referencing last year's video and I realized that my Give Thanks banner has still not been put up. It's actually inside this piano. I have been keeping the Give Thanks banner tucked inside the piano. That way I don't have to rig it up every year. It's already just kind of attached. The ribbons are attached on either side in some nails that were already inside the piano. So I just pull it out. That's probably why I forgot about it, because it wasn't in my decor tote. It was just kind of sitting inside the piano. You just close the lid, get some wood spray. I like to wet dust higher areas so that it doesn't fling the dust all around. That looks so much better. I'm considering putting a garland on the top of this piano. We'll see once I get stuff set up for hosting on Thanksgiving. I'll do a little bit on that lamp there. Ah, that looks very nice. Oh, it's amazing what a quick wipe down will do. And there's the Give Thanks banner. I purchased this the first year Weston and I were married, so it's very special. My kids love to see me bring it out each year. We talked in last week's video, part 1 of my Clean and Decorate with Me, a lot about nostalgia and how special it is to bring out the same stuff year after year. Sometimes refreshing it a little, like adding lights to a garland or adding little touches to the wreaths that you already have. That's what we did last time too. Can really kind of spruce it up and freshen it up, but you don't have to go out and buy a new set of decor. Pretty much ever. You can thrift things or use hand-me-downs, but you certainly don't need to do it every year like you see people online doing it. If you need permission to let that ideal go, here it is. Take that pressure off yourself. Progress over perfection. Your house does not need to look perfect or Pinterest worthy. Things can look cozy and pretty and classy on a dime. You do not have to keep up with the Joneses in order for them to feel welcome in your home, or to bless your own little family, or for you to feel at home in your space for the holidays and year round. On that note, I'm gonna throw my coat on and head outside to our covered front porch. We've got our porch swing out there that I'd like to kind of spruce up and switch over for the holiday season. I do need to reposition our wreaths. I got new suction hangers that'll hopefully keep them on the door. They've been falling off with the little 3M hook, so I need to fix that. I'm gonna reuse our lighted birch trees that we have out there to add a nice little sparkle. And while I go spruce it up out there for the holidays, I'm gonna share with you how you can enter the giveaway for this video. If you're still watching this long into the video, you're the real MVP. I appreciate it so very much, and I would love for you to enter the giveaway. For this video's giveaway, I am gifting $150 of Christmas cash to one lucky winner. The full details on how you can enter, who can enter, how and when I'm going to pick winners, and how I'm going to announce them is in the description box, along with the instruction that you have to answer a secret question. The secret question for this giveaway is, what is my current favorite Factor meal? I shared with you that detail back in the sponsored portion of this video, so if you need to rewind and go check it out so you can answer and enter the giveaway, feel free to do so, and I'll see you back here for the rest of this porch decor. Hi, buddy. You taking the trash out? You got the turkeys. The wreath is hung securely. I think those new hangers are gonna work. I've got the porch swing all nice and put together for the new season. I need to get a outlet splitter so that I can plug both of my little twinkly birch trees in. Weston is finding one for me. He thinks he knows where one is. And while he's doing that, I'm going to take our rotten, disgusting pumpkins off our front porch steps. These have been here since we carved them weeks ago. And I need to quickly pot up these little mums that Weston just brought me from the grocery store. How sweet is that? Ugh. Ugh. Yay, we're looking so sparkly and festive out here. Nice and cozy. The birch trees are pretty, but getting those rotten pumpkins off the front porch steps certainly made the biggest difference. Hi, kitty. The kitties are always eager to see the changes that we make to the front porch because this porch swing is their absolute favorite place in the world, as evidenced by the copious amounts of cat hair that I blew off the deck and that I have to clean off of the pillows that I'm taking out of here. To switch over to these ones. I love how this turned out, and I'm very happy with all of the cleaning and the decorating that we did in this video and also in part 1. Things are feeling very cozy and festive, and I'm so glad you were able to come along with me. Stay tuned for that What I Got My Kids for Christmas video coming out next. And if you'd like a sneak peek in the meantime, I actually have a Christmas shop with me, Christmas thrift with me video that just went up on my Patreon. The first month that you subscribe over there, you don't just get what I posted that month, but you get all of the content I've ever posted over on my Patreon. It's just $5 a month, and I'm so grateful for your support. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Thanks so much for spending a little part of it here with me on my channel today. Happy holidays, and I'll catch you later.